Hi, I'm Jenny, Benevolent Dictator at the Botany Bay. And after you've done stuff with the things you bought, we figured you could use some music. So we're happy to present to you Musical Musings, a showcase of local music, and Marissa is the host.
Hey everyone, I'm Marissa Hempel, host of Musical Musings for WBON, and we are so happy to have Botany Bay sponsoring us. Now, it's not necessarily a requirement that you have to buy stuff to do stuff with, but it is highly recommended. Right, Jenny?
That's right. Visit us at 980 Commercial Drive in Richmond or 420 East New Circle Road in Lexington.
All right, are you guys ready? Here's another edition of Musical Musings. Welcome to yet another edition of Musical Musings, sponsored by Botany Bay, with two great locations, not only here in Richmond, but at 420 New Circle Road in Lexington. So I'm really excited. I'm Marissa Hempel, your host, by the way, but I'm a little distracted because we've got really good young talent in here today, which I had no idea. When I first heard about this band, I was like, oh, they must be a bunch of old dudes because they like Led Zeppelin. I was wrong. They're very young, and they're still in school, which is very impressive. Music majors. So I'm going to let them take it from here, but I definitely want to get some intros. So if you want to start off, Trevor, you're the lucky seat at number one. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Montgomery County. I grew up with these knuckleheads over here.
Oh, you knucklehead.
We played music from like 6th grade until now. We've always been into music for some reason. It's just sparked our interest from a young age.
Into each other.
Yeah. No, probably not.
So you've known them for a while.
Oh
my
yeah.
God, yeah.
I remember seeing both of them at like baseball stuff when I was like
football,
a little kid.
And you're like, I need to avoid them. They are clearly
No,
trouble.
I was instantly like, who's that guy? And
Aw.
like, yeah.
This is
I liked
already
them from
becoming
the
a
start.
wonderful like
Sixth grade,
bromance.
man, we had homeroom together.
And I was like,
that was
that's
like
my dude.
Trevor. We
Yeah.
went to the high
Aw.
school,
We played
or
football
not high
together
school,
in
middle
third grade.
school dance. And he
Seminoles.
came to my house
Yeah,
afterwards
dude, I forget
and
all
played
about that
guitar.
sometimes. So it's been a while in the making.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, Tristan, tell us about it. Tell us about yourself.
I'm also from Montgomery County, obviously. Yeah, kind of same thing. I mean, me and Trevor, I knew these guys basically my whole life, and played football with Trevor, played football with Sam, marching band with Sam. I mean, the story of me and Trevor or Sam is kind of the story of us because we've just kind of always grown up together and done everything. I mean, me and Trevor played in church for a while and then quit that, and we were in a band called Truancy in middle school.
All of us.
Truancy for middle school.
Yeah,
That sounds so appropriate.
We skipped too much class.
Exactly, yeah.
That was all it was. And that kind of faded out for a while, but then senior year we started Bedford and Company as like an indie band. It was just us three, cajon, acoustic, and electric, no bass. Formed a bass, been through all kinds of changes, and now we're here as Bedford 3 years later with Colby on guitar, Trevor on guitar, Sam on bass, me on drums.
Colby's missing, by the way.
Yeah. Colby
Right,
does
and
one.
Sam, I was
class.
going to
We
have
can't
you
find him.
introduce yourself first, but, well, okay, you already let the cat out of the bag. Colby's gone. Is he murdered? What's going on with
No,
that?
we don't know. No, he had a class because we're still in school and everything at Moorhead, and yeah, he just had a late class tonight. But hi, I'm Sam.
Thank you. I was just going to say, I was like, no one knows who you are. So you all go to Moorhead State. That's kind of a big deal. So, Sam, since I'm still stuck on you because you didn't really give me a good introduction, no offense, tell us why you all chose. I'm messing with you, by the way.
I know.
No one gets my humor. It's far too dry. Try to tone it down. Tell us why you chose, Moorhead State, music, all that.
Well, we chose Moorhead State because originally we were going to UK, me and Trevor, and I think you were the one that decided to go to Moorhead
Yeah,
first.
I
Tristan.
got in the honors program there, so
Yeah.
I was like, that's
We were like,
that's money. I'm
well,
just
we
going
don't want to
there.
separate, and it's close to home. It's only 30 minutes away.
I feel like you all are like twins separated at birth then because you're like
Yeah,
so tied to
Our
each
families
other.
are close. Like,
yeah.
it's kind of one big bandamoli.
Bandmally.
Bandmally.
Bamley.
What's the definition of that? Oh,
It's a
okay.
band
Band
family.
family. It's a portmanteau of band family.
She's
Okay.
like, what did you just
Sorry.
say?
Takes me a second sometimes. So awesome. Well, okay, let's start off. Trevor, why don't you tell me what is your all's kind of influences? I know Led Zeppelin, which surprised me. Like I was literally expecting men in beards until I
Yeah.
did my research. I was like, oh, they're young. This is very cool.
I would say that it as like we've just looked at the past 60 years of music and taken everything that we like out of it, from CCR to Led Zeppelin to AC/DC at a young age. Loved Angus.
Grunge too.
Yeah, we like grunge. I like some
Right, so
Motown. I
Nirvana
don't
was
get
in your
into
bio.
sticks or
Oh,
like
no,
disco or anything like that. We just skipped all that. Screw it.
That's fine.
I don't know.
We
man.
didn't get into.
Disco's pretty
I didn't get
funky.
into country until like this past year. Like country,
Same.
I was like, oh, country's stupid. But then I started
Right.
stopped listening to the radio, and I started listening to some old like hits, like Conway Twitty. That's my favorite.
Okay, well then you're in good company because here in this station they love that kind of stuff. I personally am getting into country too, but I have a question that I need to settle right now because
What's
I'm a
that?
huge Led Zeppelin fan. So I'm just gonna hit you all with it.
Okay.
Favorite Led Zeppelin album? Go.
2.
1.
3.
Interesting. Okay.
I like-
Okay.
I
I
like the
respect all
acoustic.
those. 2 for me, House is the Holy as well, but
Yeah.
3 is very underrated. So I'm,
Tangerines on that.
Physical
Tangerine.
graffiti.
That's my favorite
yeah.
song.
yeah.
Man.
In Through the Outdoors not bad either.
No,
No one.
I
no
don't
one-
think they have
Oh.
a bad one.
Tristan.
No, I like In Through the
Is,
Outdoor.
is In Through the
You
Outdoor
don't like
the one
Coda,
with
right?
Full
I
in
don't
the
like
Rain?
Coda.
Full in the
So
Rain
That's-
and a whole lot of. Or
I
not a whole lot
listen
of
to
love,
Full in the
All of
Rain
Your Love.
every day. Every day of my life.
I say 1
I love that
because
song.
those are like 18, 19-year-olds. I mean,
It's
like
so raw.
True.
Jimmy Page is older,
It
but
is.
I mean, those are kids, man, and they're still. And it's so raw. Nobody's telling them like, "Hey, you can't make your song that long." That's why how many more times is 10 minutes long?
To me,
Plus, I love
it's
lo-fi,
unrestrained rock and
so-
roll.
it's like whether you like the hard rock aspect of Led Zeppelin or you like their folk stuff.
Yeah, that's what
They're
she-
two different things
Well,
to
I
me.
think 3 is like the perfect combination.
Yeah.
of all
It
of
is.
that.
Yeah.
But see, 3 is underrated. That's why I was very shocked that you said that. So, but I'm glad no one said 4 because I think 4 is way overrated. But I'm just gonna stop because
It's
we're
not
wasting
bad.
time. I want to hear your all's music. I could talk about classic rock and genres all day because this is like what gets me excited. Anyway, I know you all have a song lined up, and I was told by a very confidential but very reliable source that you have this song called Boneyard Blues.
Bone
Bone
Orchard.
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 I'm sorry.
Oh,
I just
no, it's fine.
totally did you dirty on that. But I heard it's amazing. So I want to hear this one first. And if you all are ready, we're ready to go.
All right, I gotta tell a story first. So
All right.
this song, I wrote the lyrics off of Facebook. So I was on there, and there was like a Ranker post about how these are words from the 30s that nobody uses, and so that's why it's Bone Orchard. That's like a graveyard. And there's one thing, wood butcher's jolt I lie in, and that's a carpenter's box, so it's a coffin. It's
Was
just
that English? I literally didn't
wood
follow what you
butcher's
said.
jolt I lie
It's like
in. Wood
20s
butcher's jolt.
English.
Jolt is like a prison, so it's like.
I've literally never heard that in my life. Okay.
Yeah, it's just all the words are like, well, a lot of them are from like 1920s.
Like
and
archaic.
30s.
Yeah.
I-
spoke a different
that's
language back then.
Yeah, that's
see?
why people are like,
See?
what's it called? It's
And
Bone
here we are
Orchard.
saying lit, and we're like, why don't
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
understand
people
that?
say- yeah.
It's
I don't
funny.
get that.
So anyway,
Okay.
yeah, let's do
I
it.
respect that, by the way.
Bone
All right,
Orchard
yeah,
in
y'all are
A
ready.
minor.
I'm ready for this. If you guys are, and go ahead.
This is Bone Orchard in A minor.
minor.
There's a place that I know where the prone bodies go, and the crows croak and cry with them crows. And if you go it alone. Twist a dream for your soul, for you'll never return from Bone Orchard Road. Way over yonder, preacher man reads from his tome. Now hear the devil drive his coffin nails home. Just before you could smell the burning man's ashes, I peeked in and saw myself laying down in a casket. It's Bone Orchard Blue. They will come to collect his dues. It's Bone Orchard Blue. What could lead a man such as I to fall for a trap laid in the skies? I bet his cabbage head was meant to die. At the fork in the road, I took a path. Wise men foretold what could be the death of me. Leave me in the muck and the cold. It's born on the blue. Wood butcher's Joel, I like it. It's born on the blue. Yeah, and I can hear my mama crying. Yeah, it's born on the blue. Devil come to collect his due. Born on the blue. Yeah, God only oil your soul to lose. Bam.
So, hold on. It takes a lot to leave me speechless, but here I am, and I have no words. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Loretta did you all well by saying that you guys kill it. So I would literally think, especially Sam, you're so soulful. Like, I would think you're like literally a 50-year-old man.
Yeah, I mean, I am.
In
Nobody
in
really-
your soul, right?
No, really. I mean, I am a 50-year-old man,
Right.
but nobody knows it.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
So, you all killed it. I definitely see the breakdown completely, Zep, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about, we mentioned some country earlier, and how you had mentioned, Trevor, you're recently getting country. I know in Kentucky specifically,
That's all.
killing it. I mean, I'm just going to mention Chris and Tyler.
Those are
because, yeah, see,
those
you
are some
read
of
one.
his
Sturgill,
biggest
man.
influences.
And it's really
Why
Sturgill.
is that?
Because I can relate to him because I'm a little old Kentucky boy. And
Yeah.
they're doing something.
Boy.
and I look
Suburbs,
at 'em.
suburbs, country. He was the
Really?
one that worked on the farm and did that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, and which I don't really profess to be country because like my personality really is like
As you drinking
hiding
Ale-8, I'm
from the
sorry, I have to
fact-
call you out, but you're drinking an Ale-8. Like, how Kentucky is this right now?
Yeah.
Go
I wish
on,
they
Trevor.
sponsored
L8's the
sorry.
only way to go.
Um,
Right.
I don't know. I just never really liked all the other country people until I just grew up a little bit, I guess. And then I was like, well, I can kind of see where they're coming from. I still think a lot of it is for other people to like and enjoy, but
Well, there's a lot of animosity recently, and I'm noticing you guys will probably all agree with mainstream country. quote
Yeah.
unquote.
Nashville
But that
country.
outlaw
Snap
country
beats,
is
man.
good.
It's good.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
there's some
It is.
outlaw. I mean, it's a new genre, so let's just call it that. You know, it's good stuff. So
The Chris Stapleton and Tyler Childress and
I consider them the
Sturgill
outlaws.
Simpson, they're the outlaws.
right,
Now,
I like
the Nash,
Culture Wall. Am I wrong?
Culture.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you. Because
he's
I'm like,
perfect.
I don't want to make you all
He's
mad
got a
at
good
me.
voice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the Blacktop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we
He'll be in
we talk
Louisville, I
about the
think.
Nashville
He
scene.
will. I saw it. I
Yeah,
know. I'm
it's
like
awesome.
interested on Facebook.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
A lot of that's Americana, though. It's
It
turned
is,
into a
and
different
you know
word.
we cover a lot of Americana here, and so we're definitely at home with that. So let's talk before we go into the next song. Let's talk about the Moorhead music scene because we were talking about that before, and I think there's kind of some misconceptions because I personally would never think in a million years that Moorhead State would have a music scene. No offense, guys. That's just
No,
my
you
wouldn't.
ignorance. It's not you.
No,
you
we,
wouldn't.
I
Nobody
thought the
would.
same thing.
So tell us about it. Whoever wants to take it away?
Well, the Moorhead State University has a great music program.
Yeah.
And that's been around since Moorhead's been around, really, since they've had the music program. But recently there have been like a lot of students coming to Moorhead because of the commercial music program. And that's pretty much
what does that mean, commercial? Like,
commercial
forgive my
music
ignorance.
is like you learn everything about the music business.
Okay.
And you add a minor to that just to like specialize, but I mean that gets into it.
It's
But,
really just like how to be a pro musician.
how to be
kind of
how to
thing.
be a
Here's like
professional musician, and you
how
can
to
learn
record, not just how to play.
Mhm.
But
all
you
that.
learn how to record, you learn how to work in a studio, you learn
how to run a PA.
how to run a
I mean,
PA, how to do all that stuff.
And we do
it's-
these semester themed concerts
Yeah.
where everybody in the program who's a commercial music has to play a song, something
And-
on their instrument, and it's always a different theme. Like this is how we get our influences. So
Mhm.
the first one was Southbound, the Legends of Southern Rock. I've never been into anybody except Leonard Skinner, Allman Brothers. I got them out of that.
Oh
The
my
next
gosh,
semester
yeah.
was like Summer of Love, 1967. I fell in
Beatles.
love with the Beatles. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Hendrix, man.
and Hendrix. That's when I got into Hendrix. So
This semester we're doing
it's the
a
perfect
CD.
major for what we're trying to do, or
Mhm.
anybody who's trying to like just start a
Yeah.
band or be a solo career, because you don't have to learn
It's-
classical stuff. I mean, if you want to learn jazz, there's jazz, but it's for people who want to play like the pop stuff, which isn't this. Rock is pop, you know. It's like it's not jazz or classical. Pop,
unfortunately, those are becoming like niche things
Right.
now, which is still great.
but yeah, I mean, it's still necessary. People need to play that stuff. It's not doesn't need to be forgotten, but
Mm.
at the same
Sam,
time,
what were you saying y'all were doing this semester?
Oh, we're
We're
all the
just recording.
students are making a CD. We get in groups of 4 or 5, and we get like 3 or 4 songs each.
We're actually playing one of yours that you're writing.
Oh yeah,
for
yeah,
this
we're
thing.
playing one of mine tonight that we're writing, or today.
Later
today.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
not
are
tonight.
just stacked. It's like we have night class that we gotta play. You know.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So do you all have another
so much
song
stuff.
lined up? I
We
wish
got-
we had more time. Like I said, I could talk you all.
Do you want to
heads
play
off.
It's Temporary?
Let's do
or
Thank You, because you were saying like Trevor's influenced the country, and this is
Right.
like the perfect song
Well,
for that.
that's a perfect segue. Yeah, if y'all are ready, you know I'm
Yeah.
ready. Oh, by the way, I should mention. Of course, we're sponsored by Botany Bay, which is wonderful. The place you can buy stuff to do stuff with. We got to give a shout out to them because they are amazing for getting this up and going. We had this dream to do this podcast because there's really not much that you can see in this area for local music, you know. So we got really excited, and then of course Botany Bay hopped right on, so they've been wonderful. Now I'm ready to play, but we just gotta shout out to the higher power there. All right, I'm ready when you guys are.
Get that money.
Get that money.
I was just making sure I'm good.
Am I changing the world, or is the world changing me? I'm often blinded by everything I cannot see. Well, I was low in the valley and caught in what could never be. Yeah, but these hard times living have nothing to do with me. Gazed on a forest, looking at the same damn tree. Oh, speechless, you robbed me, and everything that I was meant to be. Yeah, the constant sorrow gave me the final piece to the only puzzle that's even worth connecting. But it takes some time, you win and lose. Who's on your side? Don't let them play you. You're playing a game you're meant to lose.
beautiful. So we have to talk about the harmonies there, because that was just. I'll just start with Trevor because you kind of took that one away. So how do you all work together to achieve such a wonderful sound?
It's taken a long time. I have to
Were
give
there really
credit.
lots of like horrible like days in the basement?
Yeah,
like
of
we sound
course. With
terrible.
anything you do,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna fall on your face.
I don't think
It
anybody-
definitely does.
man.
I don't
He's right,
think anybody
Tristan's
will
right.
ever have a clue how bad we used to be.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that
That's
we'll
probably
always,
good.
Especially when you
we'll
play like
always
that.
say that too, though.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll 15 years later be like, man, you remember when we were kids and now you just suck, man.
Are we gonna sound like that?
I'll plan on it. I plan on it.
I'm not gonna.
You
say
will.
that.
You'll even be like, "Oh, remember that time we were on that podcast? Man, we sucked." And then like, you'll be somewhere else. So that'll be good. But that's awesome. So Trevor, since you kind of we were talking about the country influences, so tell us kind of where all this came from for that last one.
Well, I was in Pikeville, and I just got done with a party, and I was
As all good
trying,
stories start.
trying to get the hell out of Pikeville. And I came back home, and I didn't get home till probably like 4 to 5 a.m. And I stayed up till probably 7 writing it because I just had some song in my head. It started on the porch of our old house when we first got to college. We just had the chorus, and then we ended up finding a way to make it all work.
Was that the video that we made in your room on your bed? Yeah.
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 This
Yeah.
is so
With us just
lo-fi.
sitting
I
on the
love
bed.
it.
As far as the words go, Tristan helped me kind of iron them out and stuff. The you, thank you, that we had that from the beginning. But then we
Who
just
do you
kinda-
all sound like with those harmonies? I'm drawing a blank right now. Like,
Bedford.
well, okay, yes, but we have to give a
That's a
shout out
good
to
answer.
those that came before.
Eagles.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I can't
Just
quite
'cause-
place it.
I mean, that's the only band I can think of other than like Steele's Crosby and Nash. Or
That's what it is. Thank you. Yes, CSNY. Yes,
Yeah.
which I'm a huge fan.
oh
by the
yeah,
way.
yeah, me too.
Now I had to do a shout out too. We're talking about ACDC, and I see you have an SG. So
I do,
very
yeah.
nice. Very nice.
Well, it's just like Santana plays one, Derek Trucks plays one,
Clapton.
Clapton's got the
Oh,
psychedelic one with the dragons and stuff on it.
Page played one.
Mary Ford, even Les Paul, the guy who made Les Paul, played an SG first.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, that's
learn
what they
something every
called
day.
a Les Paul at first, and then they were like, let's change it up a little bit. So then this just means solid guitar
Super guitar.
or super.
Is that really what it stands for?
solid
See, I'm
guitar?
always like
Yeah.
SG. I'm thinking Angus Young, like ACDC.
I think
but
if
like,
there's people out there and they're like, that's totally wrong.
I won to Les
apologize.
Paul when I was like 13, more than anything. So Tristan, you are like the PR guy. So why don't you give a plug where people can find more of your music?
Okay. Well, Facebook, we got Bedford Band official on there. Like, if you just type in Bedford Band, it'll probably pop up. It's just a
It
picture of
does,
us.
yeah. I creeped you off.
Instagram, Bedford Band official. We don't have a Twitter.
We do have an album though.
We do have an album. Yeah, that would
Right. Thank you.
be.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Sam.
listen to. It's on Spotify, iTunes, all that stuff.
Those 2 songs that we played today are on that.
Yep. Content is what it's called.
Exactly, and that just came out the end of last year, right? So this is still very fresh.
Yep.
We recorded some stuff in high school, but we prefer not to talk about it because it was much
Yeah,
different.
that was a different band.
Does
basically.
anyone want to talk about what happened in high school? Probably not.
Nope. No, we'll just
No.
leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'll
Just
block
a
that
different-
part
This is-
out of my brain.
Yeah. But we're proud of it. I mean,
But-
Yeah.
it's a year in the making, so a lot of that, like, we listen back, we're like, man, I'm much better than I was when I recorded that. But I
Yeah.
feel like everyone says that.
Yeah,
but
if
you
you're
wanna
not getting better, then what are you?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
plateau,
So-
I don't want to play.
So Sam, you mentioned those 2 were on content.
Mm-hmm.
You all have one more song for us, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
Is
This
this
is-
one on content too, or is this,
This
a special?
song is a fresh song. It's a new
Ooh.
baby of ours.
Ooh, okay, even
Yeah,
better.
we're writing a lot.
Yeah, we just started writing more songs. trying
What's
to-
this one called?
This one's called It's Temporaries.
Okay.
Let me pull up these words on my phone.
See, that's always the best. Like,
Snake.
I was at a show recently, and he brought up the lyrics on his phone. I'm
There we
like, this
go.
is what I'm all about. So y'all good?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, let's hear It's Temporary.
Trevor, you start it out. I'm gonna take a drink of your Wawa.
H2O.
H2O. trouble with your life. Cut you like a knife. I can see you. Well, you come and go. You come and go. You're there, but nobody knows. Does this ease you? Yeah. It's only temporary. It's only for a little while. It's only temporary. You're going in, you're going out. Carrying your blames and your doubts. Let them eat you. Well, I'm here for you, my friend. Till that bitter end. And I can see you, yeah. No, it's only temporary. It's only for a little while. Yeah. It's only temporary. Yeah. It's only temporary. Yeah. It's only for a little while. Yeah. It's only temporary.
Are y'all sure that's a new song? You sure? Because I feel like y'all been playing it for like 50 years. You guys for real have the soul
it up.
of like old men. I love it. I absolutely. I'm here
Jonathan
for it.
Newsom at Capture Kentucky, he wrote an article about content, and that was the head, Old Souls, Youthful Energy.
Really? Did he?
That's
okay,
what
I know
that's-
who he is,
Yep, that's what
and
the title.
I had no idea.
Yeah, Old Souls, Youthful Energy.
Awesome. Well, that's what I feel, and I'm like, I always say I'm an old soul too. So like, I get like Sam was saying, like, I feel like I should have been born 30 years before. You guys definitely should have been. You're in the wrong generation. But I'm glad you're here because we need more of this. So how old are you all? Tell us real quick.
21.
Trevor,
21.
Tristan.
21.
So y'all just started drinking? Just started?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just started. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're new to it.
About
you know?
noon today.
Yeah, you mean an hour ago, right? It's totally fine. That's music. That's just how it is. So I am very impressed with you guys, for real. I'm
Thank you.
so glad we crossed paths. You are awesome. I definitely hear the influences. I'm all about it. So, is there anything else you want to share? Because unfortunately, we have to wrap this up. This wonderful podcast we do. But I want closing thoughts. Obviously, we're sponsored by Botany Bay yet again, which everyone here is a fan of apparently. So you're in good company, everybody.
Right.
But let's start off with Trevor. Is there anything you kind of want to close with? What are your future plans? You all have shows coming up. This won't be out till March. But anything kind of going on?
Come to our shows, which we got 2 this weekend, which Tristan's going to go into more detail about. Come to a show, buy a CD, buy a shirt, rep our band.
Because no one makes money off music anymore, right? I mean,
Right.
it's a sad fact of life.
I mean, the streaming just messed everything up.
Right, you get 0.01 of a cent from other artists.
Peter Frampton
Yeah, man.
got
$1,500
$1,500 for 10 million
Baby, I Love the
streams
Way.
of Baby
And
I
that's
Love Your
Frampton,
Way.
who's the best
Frampton.
guitarist.
Yeah.
He deserves
Definitely.
$1 at least per
Yep.
stream.
At
That's
least
why I
a
do.
dollar.
At least
That's,
a dollar.
I say
At least
if
it's
if an artist
$14
deserves my
million.
money, I'm gonna buy their album.
Right.
100%.
But see, that's why I go to shows, because I'm I know y'all ain't getting money, so I'm I'm going to go see your live.
Yeah.
More of that. It's just about getting talked about for us.
Yeah.
It's money. The gigs pay us good enough. That's gradually gotten better and better. I mean, we bring people to our shows. It's just we're trying to expand. And we just want to be. That's
Tell
why
your
we do
friends.
stuff like this. Get the word out, man.
Tell your friends.
That's it.
Right, and that's kind of
Spread it.
what I want with y'all's closing statements. So Tristan, kind of you already touched it, but where you all have played as far as Tennessee and West Virginia, right?
So this weekend we're at the Rock with Mojo Thunder and Sour Cream, and then Saturday we go up to Hamilton, Ohio, and spend the night up there. That's 2.5 hours
awesome.
away.
Go to have fun with that.
Yeah, at North Second Tap, the bottle. I don't know if you know that, but we're playing everywhere. The 2 biggest shows I would say, I don't know when this will come out, but March 17th we got asked to do. Capture Kentucky's doing a CCR tribute show,
Right.
and we're the house band for that. So we got to learn 40 CCR songs in less than a month.
How are all these people going to feel with these young bloods? Are you going to give CCR the recognition it deserves?
Yeah.
I think
I
so.
mean, I
It'll
know
be
you
fun.
will, obviously,
It'll be fun.
but
I'm excited. But yeah, that, and then April 28th, that's the Capture Kentucky annual anniversary thing.
Yeah,
show.
Is
Back
that,
in the Starlight.
Yep.
Is that
and,
at
Johnny
Austin City?
Conqueri.
Yeah,
is that in
Conquero.
Austin City? Or is
Mm-hmm.
it?
Both of
Okay.
those are Austin City.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, the best way, just follow us on Facebook. You'll see all that stuff.
right, social
Bedford
media is
Band
where it's at.
official.
Website
Yep.
coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I mean, let's be honest. Social media is first at this point.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
is in the world. Yeah.
So I do too, Sam. Trust me. But again, old soul. But we're not going to get into that because I will get fired up. So Sam, closing statements. Anything else you want to add?
Come see us. Come see one of our shows. We're real excited for every show that we get, obviously, but I think we put on a good show, and I think if you come out, you're gonna love us.
When do y'all
And we'll love
graduate,
you.
by the way?
Spring.
That's the answer.
I'll
Yeah.
graduate next
May.
May.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
Next May.
Next May.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest. I didn't do good my first 2 semesters. I was partying.
Problems
But-
of your own making.
Yeah,
Understand.
that's it. Yeah.
It's still partying, just gotten better at partying now.
That's fine. But y'all are doing what you love, and that's what's
Oh.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
None of us really worry about it. I
No.
got plans to go to law school, but I'm probably gonna do it online or something because this kind of, in everybody's mind in the band, I think this comes first for a while, just until we give it a real shot.
We should mention,
My
by
best
the
show
way,
right now.
Yeah, it's
Colby. Poor Colby missed out on this, so let's give one more shout to Colby. May he rest wherever he is.
He's
I love
probably
you, Colby,
listening
if you're watching
somewhere.
this.
So would it have been any different if Colby was here to add his guitar?
Oh
Would it?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he's the sprinkles and stuff.
Not the
Like
sprinkles.
you got meat and taters, and then
Yeah. And he just adds a little bit something extra.
those two are the spice.
Ooh, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
cumin. No, I'm ginger, and he's like,
Ginger. Yeah, I wonder why. Okay. Paprika.
because I taste
Yeah.
it.
Oh my God! What?
All right, I'm kicking y'all out now. We're out. I'm just
He's
kidding.
not wrong.
No, you all are absolutely awesome. I am so happy you came out here on this wonderful day to do this because I'm just still I'm amazed with the soul. So,
Thank you.
but for another edition of Musical Music, sponsored by Botany Bay, so glad to have Bedford Band here. You want to check them out. They're clearly touring pretty much everywhere in Central Kentucky. You can find them anywhere. Look them up on Facebook, Bedford Band Official. I already found them and creeped them. There's tons of good information. They've got videos, everything you need to know, when their shows are coming up, all that good stuff. So, for another edition of Musical Musings with WBON, I'm Marissa Hempel.